What's up, guys? So we are in Spearfish, South Dakota. We're here at the hot rod shop. Is that what this is called? Hot rod shop. It's Junior and I. Junior and his boy found this 79 1-ton. No rust in it. Pretty nice old truck. And I like the custom paint and everything. That's custom there. Walk around this dude, check her out. It's been sitting since 2019, so not really a long time. The story is, oh, it does have a little rust in it, this rocker over here. So the story on this thing was it started burning oil and lost a cylinder. Running the VIN and everything, it was a factory big block truck. It now has a little 350 in it. So we figure we need to get this thing home, and you know, so we can want to maybe do a lowering kit on it, go back to a big block, maybe go to a Cummins. We did bring the trailer, but I mean, it runs and drives, so we're only 1,200 miles from home. We might as well just drive it home. If the old 350 doesn't want to do it, I say we find a motor somewhere and do an engine swap on it. We did bring a cherry picker and tools and everything. I mean, this thing's just too nice to just throw on a trailer and drag it back home. No, it makes more sense to me just to drive this dude than to, you know, pull it on the trailer and ride in the nice 2023 Ford back there. We did go ahead and get some new tires for it. Junior's son Tyler went ahead and painted the wheels, got those all cleaned up, looking good. Brakes on this thing look good. The rear brakes, I mean, the drum's there, so they look perfect. So we're not going to do anything with that. We're not even going to look at it. So we're going to throw some tires on this thing, get it down off the jack stands. And we did go ahead and bring a radiator because that is not factory. That's all kind of flopping around, so we're going to go ahead and throw a radiator in this thing. Power steering pumps tad out of alignment. I mean, just means that I don't need to be spinning at about 7,000 RPMs. We should be good on that. But other than that, I think we're going to throw a radiator in this thing, check the fluids, bomb this sucker out on the highway, and head back to Texas. Got the old wrong radiator out, but we're going to throw it in the back of the truck just in case, because it didn't look like it was leaking anywhere. And this one, what was this one for? Your Suburban, or?
For my Suburban.
Yeah, for a square body Suburban that we're getting it's getting a Cummins in it. Oh.
This should be plenty to cool a little 350.
Help me! I can't pick it up with one hand. Get up. Sit it down. I'm gonna take the fans off of it. The 3-inch. Got electric fans on it, but I don't think we need those, and I don't feel like wiring them up. So we got the radiator swapped. Got that dude in there, and the rubbers were gone. So we used some of our little packing material to get that raised up. Got her in there nice and solid. Battery terminal has had a little meltdown once or twice. That's okay though. She's a standard. We'll just roll start it. Let's look at the inside of this dude. Look at the big push bars. Now, being that that's actually a grill guard and somebody took the piece off of it, looks kind of funny. You would think this thing came from Texas with them big push bars on it. Roll up windows. Look at the late model 88 to 98 seats. Power. Do they work? That's it. We're putting this thing on the trailer. No power seat. We ain't dealing with that. No tilt steering. Headliner's in good shape. Actually, the back seat's nice. This old truck really ain't bad. Dual fuel tanks. We got a brake controller. Got some Pioneer booms. The old granny stick. Even got the late model console in it. That's pretty cool. Oh man. Got some busted out cab lights. Door's pretty solid. We got this little thigh vent there. Yeah. Might need a couple of seals here and there, but got our CB antenna. Yeah, fixed. Let's see what the back. Oh, not much for leg room, but not bad. Ooh, got the slider. Let's see. Cargo lamp. What? Oh, that's in the back. Off. Oh, it's got it. She's a camper special. 3+3. Indian reservation. Got us a toolbox. What we got back here? We got trailer plug. Got HEI distributor cap. Mirror.
Slim Jim kit, so we can lock the keys out.
Yeah, so whenever we lock ourselves out, we can break into it. Got some hose clamps. Got some army green paint. What is that?
Truck and implement spray.
Truck and implement.
I'd probably say that's what the green is.
I would say that's probably what that is. Got some old tires. Got auxiliary fuel tank. Hard mounted.
Old school beer window.
Yeah. Like it maybe leaked at one time. Somebody's had some tape over it.
No, they're not tape. You got drugged down the highway or something. Or they hit it with a grinder.
Oh.
Custom.
Yeah.
You ready to crank up?
Ready to crank?
Radiator's full.
All right. Oh man, we're gonna do a paint job on the tailgate. Yeah, that's what the paint was for. I did notice this too. 2 5/16 ball. 2 5/16 hitch on the trailer. So you know, Junior gets too comfortable in the truck there, we'll put the Ford on the trailer and hook it to the back of the Chevrolet. But y'all just love to hear me say that. All right. The full of water? Yeah. Okay. We'll get it cranked up. So, all right, a little bit. one cylinder. Carburetor seems to work okay. Got a couple exhaust leaks, typical. Probably the donut gasket or the flat gasket between the heat rat. Well, see the flat heat rat gasket blowed out right there. Not dripping them. Actually, both sides sound like they're down a cylinder. Fan clutch works. Yeah, it'll be a little bit. We can probably drive it. You ain't on. You ain't on. You ain't on. Still ain't on. Put the cap on. There you go. That's good. That's it.
Oh, you have a little good seals on it.
That's that 3/4 race cam. This side sounds better, but this side is the one that smokes. This side don't sound right. I'm gonna run the firing order real quick and make sure that the firing order is right on this thing.
Plug wire.
Plug wires. Hey, spark plug gapper.
Sweet. Look at it, we're already making money.
I'm telling you. Oh, got some rags.
Dr. Pepper.
Got one socket. No. Inside door handle. Lock cylinder. CB work.
Hell no.
Well, there's some wires down here that are unplugged. Actually, those look like brake controller wires. Yeah. Temperature gauge works. Volt gauge works. Oil pressure. We got oil pressure. Oh, look at it.
We got voltage, we got oil, we got...
Where's mine? Does the horn work? No.
Negatory.
Loaded on the trailer.
Mark Chestnut CD.
Which one is it?
Greatest hits.
Greatest hits.
I don't even remember Mark Chestnut.
Yeah, who is Mark Chestnut?
You roasted on an open fire or something.
I think that's right. Man, I thought that was going to be a cup holder. Dang it.
Oh, I mean, it can do. Take all the shit out of it.
Remove able.
Cup holder.
No, it ain't.
We got a rats in there.
Right. Wish us luck.
Tactometer work?
Absolutely not.
Negative Ghost Rider.
See, there we go. Brake check. Brakes work.
Brakes.
Well, reverse works pretty good. Let's try out Grandma. ain't open. Closed. Open the wrong way. Something. If there's anything over there, we'll run over. Guess we'll hear something go psh.
Yeah.
Then that means we ran over something. Well, dang, that's what we need right there. Just a side by side. Yeah.
Drag this thing home side by side. Shoot, she ready to go to Alaska.
I'm telling you. Did it die?
No.
Oh, no, she's still running. What's up that way?
That deal. Go for it. We can turn around there. See how she climbs the grate?
Yeah. Hey, the speedo works.
I noticed that. I was going to pull out the old aft road and see if we can't see how bad she's off. It says we're doing 33.
Shows we're doing 42.
That's only off 10 mile an hour. That's that Frontier Museum I was telling you about. So she may have died that time.
I'll go down a little bit. Get off the steering. Take out the mailbox.
Nope.
We got it.
Cleared. Clearance is clearance.
You were scared.
I'm scared.
You were scared.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared. Man, I don't know what he was talking about. This thing ain't got no power. It's got 7 cylinders of power.
He's a 20-year-old kid that ain't used to driving a
Old raggedy
40-year-old car.
Yeah. Oh, let's see if we can get the glass packs to talk. Second gear. I get the old camper special. Yeah, we need to pull that one in. See if you can hang out the window and pull that in. Come on. Whoa, too far. Go back out. Oh. Now, a little too much. Come in just an ooch. Perfect. You leaking anything?
Not a drop.
Heat core. That's probably where the coolant leak is. Is there water in the floor? Oh, don't see anything in here. Don't see anything in there. We can probably check the clamp.
Come back, cut it a little, and it's got plenty of hose.
Right. Oh, that one ain't even got a clamp on it. That's where it's at.
Oh, yeah. So we need to get a
Just need to get a hose clamp.
small hose clamp.
Yeah, there may be one in this toolbox.
I only saw those two big ones.
Oh, excuse me. some on you? My bad. Alright, so we'll hose clamp that. Let's see how she'll hot start. Purring like a kitten.
Yep.
Well, it was smoking when I first got it cranked up and was revving it, but
a little bit. That's all right. She fixing to get a big block.
all right, we're gonna run to the gas station, put some fuel in it. Oh, let's check that tank.
They said there's no fuel in it according to the gauge when he turns it.
Oh, on the other one?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll put some fuel. Yeah, we'll put a little bit in it and check it at the store.
Yeah, he said he was flipping the switch and it was changing the reading.
And temperature is good. Looks like it's charging. I would like to put a voltmeter on this to make sure that the gauge is right.
One thing I freaking forgot to grab.
Well, I'm sure they got one in there. Yeah, I would like to check the voltmeter. The gauge, I mean the oil pressure gauge, it was way up there whenever it was cold. Now that it's warm, it's about middle, it's about 30 pounds. So yeah, oil pressure's good.
Oh, there's your horn.
Oh, there's the horn. Y'all move. Okay, so we're going to have to fix these because since they're laying on their side, they're probably not going to do much. Oh, let's check the lights.
Tyler said everything worked.
What about brake lights?
He couldn't check that, but he said everything else worked.
No brake lights?
Turn the lights on. Let's see if we got running lights.
I thought he checked everything.
It did. Hit the blinker. Got blinker. Got blinker. Let's see if the front lights work. The chicken lights don't work.
Oh, you know, cab lights? Hey, I bet you.
We do have headlights and we do have front running lights.
So no parking lights past the front.
Yeah.
We got some checking to do. I think she's ready for 1,200 miles.
Yeah.
Which is going to kind of suck because, I mean, if it makes it all the way, then where's the, you know, awesome video footage of that? Where's the awesomeness in video and that? Yeah, that's that 3/4 race cam. Filled up and fixing to throw this thing on the highway, see what she'll do. Fingers crossed. So this truck is actually a cruiser. Now it's got a 350 in it with a granny 4-speed and 410 gears. We'll put a 235/85/16 tire on it, which is like 31 3/4 inches tall. But I'm running like 67. She's screaming pretty good. When you run the math on it using the gripjeeper.com website, All right, so we've been, what, roughly 100 miles?
Yeah, pretty.
Yeah, so it was up here. So, I mean, it's between...
It's on the lid.
Yeah, we got the front of the intake.
No fixing that without taking.
Yeah, we'd have to pull the intake off. Yeah. But yeah, the front of the intake's blowing some oil out, and it keeps moving our PCV valve up out of the valve cover. But one thing I thought about is, if number 8's dead, I wonder if we ought to not pull that valve cover off. Make sure those rocker arms are on.
Yeah, it could be completely dead.
Yeah, because if a rocker arm is off, then that could be the issue with why that cylinder's dead. I mean, burning oil is one thing, but all it needs actually is a pair of pliers. We can pull these off. Oh yeah, we bought those pliers too.
Yeah, I
okay.
got some in the back seat. I think I threw them in the back seat.
So for the most part, we've been running 65 mile an hour, and which it's been fluctuating.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I want to go ahead and pull that valve cover off. And while we was riding, I thought about, wonder if the rocker arms are on that number 8 cylinder. So we're going to check that out real quick. She is drinking some fuel though. We're down to almost a half a tank in 100 miles, so that's going to be what, if that's a 15-gallon tank,
it's
so
15 or so.
So 6 or 7 gallons in 100 miles.
10 miles a gallon. Yeah, I think according to the GPS, it was like 238 miles from that bridge, and we're sitting at 100.
Oh, we're 120. We're at 100. Are we at 120?
I'll go look at my phone again here in just a second to see what.
So we've been a little over 100 miles. Just hopefully keep from tearing this gasket. Now a place like this would not be good for an engine swap because you can't roam a cherry picker around. I guess we could stationary it, and yeah, but we ain't gonna worry about that right now. 70 miles?
We've been 70 miles. That thing's getting 10 miles a gallon as it sits.
Nope. All the rocker arms are on. It's just dead. That wasn't what I thought it was, so we just got a dead cylinder. Oh well, we'll jump back on the road. Just wanted to check her out. So I know it's gonna be a little hard to see. I don't have a dome light in this truck or anything. We ended up running a hot wire down the outside of the truck and hooking it into the tail lights. So now we actually have some running lines out just gonna keep an eye on it and just keep rolling on. We've actually only been about like 125 miles or something. Well, it was 122 miles, and the right side tank was completely empty. So, or I say completely empty. I switched over to the tank and we pulled off the exit, went ahead and filled it up, run the numbers, 16.4 gallons. So we're getting like 7.4 miles to the gallon. Which honestly, this truck with a small block in it, only run it on 7 cylinders. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm glad I don't have to pay for it, but I'm not mad. So, we got some miles to put down. We're right at 1,000 miles from home, a little over 1,000. So, we're gonna keep the old ears laid back. Shoot, I'm running 70 right now. So between I'm gonna keep it 65, 70. Just put this old motor to the test. If she doesn't like it, decides to lay down on me, well, we'll deal with that then. When you come walking out of the hotel the next morning and see that. That thing is cool right there. I've never been a real big motorcycle fan. Man, I like them, but something old like that, that's what I really like. So we did about 400 miles yesterday and took 4 tanks of fuel. This thing is averaging about 7 miles to the gallon. We had to hotwire the parking lights so they would work. We had headlights, no problem, in the front parking lights, but apparently rear parking lights in these trucks is kind of an issue, a common issue. So we got up, I got up under it last night, wired the tail lights. You know, just eliminate any guesswork or problems in between there. We just go all the way to the front. We got Earl.
We got Earl. She gets a tick low on the water.
A little bit low.
Dropped. Which that could be from the thermostat finally opening up and filling the block.
Oh yeah, that ain't hardly nothing at all.
Nope. We'll top her off for safe. For our last 800 miles.
800 miles.
700 and something, I think.
Yeah, it's only 8 more tanks of fuel. This thing is, it's spitting stuff out of this tailpipe. But all in all, she's doing great. And I got it up 75 mile an hour last night too, which is screaming on the RPMs.
Styrofoam radiator supports a little bit.
Oh, that's all right. She ain't going nowhere.
Well, I'll let you crank it for a
All right, cold start. How cold is it?
43.
43 degrees. Let's see.
It actually warmed up about 10 degrees since we got here.
My phone says 41, but that was at 7:51, so it was 20 minutes ago. Fire in the hole. One pump. I was kind of thinking actually do something to make this engine to where we would have to replace it, you know, sabotage it somehow. But other than the dead cylinder, this thing's been a really good engine. So definitely going to be worth a tear down, figure out what's wrong with this thing, go through it, freshen it up, and put it in one of the containers for a future project. I mean, this thing, say, other than the one cylinder being down, it's been running great. Carburetor works great. Do that oil pressure. So, definitely need to figure out what's wrong with this one and keep it for a future project. Dark, but Radiator Springs, aka Lance Bush's place. Yeah, I know, too dark. We got this dude home, a little over 1,200 miles, a little bit of oil, a lot of gas. Unfortunately, pretty boring trip because everything just worked okay. Guys, that's gonna do it for this one. I was really hoping to do a engine swap somewhere on our 1,200 mile trip there. We had it all planned out. We had tools and cherry picker and drain pans, and on the way out we was actually able to buy an engine for 300 bucks. Little small blocks, got an intake on it. It's supposed to have a aftermarket camshaft in it. The guy replaced it with a 383 in his Camaro. So we had an engine. Really wanted to do the swap somewhere on the highway. I could have fibbed a little bit and, you know, shut it down or something like that and said that I have a problem, but I was kind of in that 50-50. I wanted to see if this old thing would make it home on 7 cylinders, but then again I wanted to stop and do an engine swap for entertainment value and that kind of thing, and just to do it. I haven't done an engine swap on the side of the road yet, and I mean, as bad as it sounds, I really want to. Maybe I'll get to buy something in the future that's cheap and actually have to do an engine swap on the side of the road. I think that would be really cool. That's the kind of stuff that I like to do. I mean, I like to, you know, challenge myself and make friends and entertainment in the process. So this thing here is going to get an engine swap probably this week. We have that little small block that we're probably going to throw into it so that we can put this thing back on the road like it should be. Thanks for watching. See y'all on the next one.